I just clicked it.
Okay.
Live in what, Lisa J?
Living color. You can do what you
That is
gotta
hilarious.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yep,
Um,
it is showing on my just ghetto.
listen, and how often does that actually happen?
That's actually the first time a phone rung while we was going live.
I know, right? And I'm like, wait a minute.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, welcome in. Gather, gather, let's gather.
I'm like, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome to the show. It's Friday and gut. We are back again. What? Y'all
And,
didn't think we were coming back,
and is
huh? And is. Yes, welcome to the party, y'all. Ooh, I'm making sure. We still rusty. We still rusty, but we getting there. We here. Live and in living color. Lachey Monet. Oh, living life as a Shay. Sorry. Living life as a Shay. And Lisa J is here today and here
right.
to my
Just
best friend.
telling people my nicknames.
My best friend. Listen, anyone who knows me, if you have a nickname,
That means she loves you.
exactly. It's no ordinary love. Listen, I want y'all to count the time that we break out into song because
Hey girl, you better go and get that record deal.
and sign us up, please and thank you. But welcome. Last time I know we were rude as I don't know what. We didn't say welcome when we came back in, but welcome you guys. So excited to have you, and we are really, really excited about our topic today because we're
Absolutely.
not saying we not experts, but
That part. When it
listen,
comes to this traveling, this is what we do. We are not new to this. We are true to this.
say it again. We are true to this, and even before I won't say before YouTube, but like we've been the things that we've been doing, accumulating. We are absolutely qualified to talk about all of this because we've used them ourselves, we've elevated them, and we have elevated the way we travel and just made it easier and better for us as well. So trust
And
me, these are some of
haven't had a bad situation in none of the travels because of everything that we do, the thought that we put into it when it comes to the people, the things, the activities, and things like that.
the.
Um,
Mhm.
so, yeah. So, what do we have for the people today?
So for the people, we have
For the people.
travel tips, tricks. I don't think I added anything else, but tips and tricks. And it's right on time because it's what was the official first day of summer? I think it was like
It just was literally like a couple of days ago.
yeah, yeah. So we right on time, even if you some stuff you haven't done yet and you just kind of like blah it out there. It's okay. You came to the right channel, you came to the right time, you came to the right place because we're gonna make sure you know what to do, how to do, when to do, and what to do, how. So
That part.
that being said, this might, and I was talking to Lachey, even though we have a lot of part twos we got to catch up on, but it's so much information that we have that we want to help you guys out with that this might end up being a part two, but we're going to get as much as we possibly can in this. And of course we want you guys' engagement as well, to let us know because hey, it is summer and
Mhm.
we want to know what's going on with you guys too, because that's going to be great if you're vloggers, because we have a bunch of vloggers that come on to our channel. We want to know where y'all traveling to so we can tune into those vlogs and check them out.
Because who doesn't like a traveling vlog?
Listen,
Inspire me, please, so I can book this trip.
the money will come the way that it comes, but let me book this trip, okay?
Yeah.
So, yes. Oh, hello, hello.
Hey, hey, hey.
June,
June 20th, you got a trip. That's right around the corner.
where you going?
I love it. Where you going?
Where are you going? Where are
Not
you
you. She's such a bully, y'all.
Where are you going? Oh, planning multiple trips. Talking to you.
She said this over her.
Okay. Multiple trips. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Well,
Oh, she's saying June 20th was the first day of summer.
oh, okay. See, I wasn't.
Gotcha. Appreciate that.
Yes.
And not me not knowing that I'm a summer baby.
We both are summer babies.
Right.
You're
Like,
like, oh, June 20th. Oh, okay. Well, so that's like official or whatever, but it's been hot as I don't know, it's all get out. So it's a summer. It's summer here.
literally, it was just 93 degrees. And when I tell you, it felt like it was like 105 because the human, the humidity.
You see, that's how hot it is. We're
Listen,
going
at this point, it got a nickname too because that's how serious it is.
exactly.
Yeah, I hate when it get that hot and you can't breathe because I don't even. I want to just stay in the house with AC.
That was from your when you were showing your in the car in your last vlog, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah. In the car, that one had said 90, but just I think I want to say the day before that it has said that, and I was like, this is not okay. This is not okay.
not okay, and it's like only May, and it was only May, and it's already like this.
In the thick of it.
We're not. We're not even because our 2 months, July, August. That's when it really goes down in the hotness of the summer, and that's why y'all, it's so expensive to travel during our 2 birthday months because everybody's like out of school and all across the country and whatever. So everyone's traveling around those days anyway, which is super.
And then what sucks is also it is hurricane season. How dare the summertime, June and July and August, be hurricane season?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it is. I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, y'all should be charging us less than.
Yep, that part.
It's hurricane season. Well, hello. But, that's not here and there. But, okay. Too hot for May. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, too hot.
Extremely too hot. If you don't turn that phone off.
It is off.
You didn't just hear the ding?
I did, but so I don't know how this works because it's on my MacBook.
Oh, yep. And if you turn it down, you're gonna go down. You ain't gonna be able to hear.
Yeah. So I put it on Do Not Disturb. I know everything's connected with iStuff. So I'm like,
oh, I hate that's one thing that I hate. That's one thing that I hate.
I don't know how that works, but okay. Usually people don't hit me up on here, so it's you know what? It's a little hot and it's okay. It happens.
It's okay.
But
it's okay.
And there goes okay, see, there goes the corporate.
Hey, hey, Kenyatta. She love to call me out when she be seeing me all dolled up.
Listen, and then she sees the ponytail and like, listen, my girl over here ready to bring it on. Like, listen, yeah, and she does it right too.
Apple definitely can be, but I just can't let them go. I love everything, every Apple, everything that they have.
Let's not get on Apple because I'm still mad at it. Even today.
Listen, me too. I'm deleting it from one place and it's deleting from another place. How does that make sense?
Make it make sense.
Is that connected?
Make it make sense.
Yep. But let's go ahead and get into the topic.
Okay. So we already asked everybody if they had any travel plans coming up, right?
Yep. If you got travel plans, when and where?
Yes. Put it in the chat, please. If you have travel plans. Even if you have travel plans in your brain and it hasn't even got on paper yet or in the search engine, go ahead and drop it in the chat so we can know where y'all plan on going. We might want to steal your itinerary, steal your list, maybe do something like that. We'll know. Plan a trip, but definitely drop it in the chat as well. But Lachey, I'm gonna let you start for at the top, from the top, make it. All right, song number
All
3.
right, so just a few places. So we're gonna get in. So we broke it down into sections, right? So tips and tricks for before you actually go and travel, while you're at the airport, on the flight, when you make it to your destination, and then just general hacks. So we are gonna obviously start off from the beginning, which is what you should do before you actually go and travel, and just to name a few places that we've been. We've been to Colombia, Jamaica, DR, so Dominican Republic, Bahamas, Mexico, Cancun, and Cabo. I really want to go to Tulum, so I'm gonna have to add Tulum and make that just like that. Tulum, when I see Tulum, it just reminds me of like relaxation, like just a nice, smooth, like I don't know, trip. I can't wait
Yeah,
to.
yeah, I definitely.
Mhm. Yeah. Let's see. London, Greece, Puerto Rico. We've done plenty of road trips. I am a road trip girl. And actually you too, because you'll get on the thing and go to Philly anytime. When I tell y'all, I love a good road trip. One of the things that I want to do, and I'm gonna tell y'all because I'm gonna doing it. That would have been nice to do for my 35th, to be honest. But I want to rent a RV. I want to rent an RV, and I want it to be a few of us, and I want to take a road trip up to Canada, but on New York side, so like the Buffalo end, because I've never been to like Maryland, DC, Virginia, so I want to like hit all of that. That is like going to be one of my favorite trips doing that. Uh,
Okay.
but
And
yeah.
not one of those like y'all thinking though. I don't think she's mean the old school RVs like those big boy ones. There's some really nice,
Oh
like
no, I'm talking about souped up.
yeah, a nice like not the Winnebago or like like she's done one of the really nice ones. Check it out, look it up. It's really really dope. So yeah,
Yeah, haven't set days yet, but so far Ireland, Japan. So okay,
sounds
all
cool.
of those are a vibe. All
Yeah,
of those are a vibe for sure. Dude, listen, Korea, Jamaica, UK. It's almost like I want to go to Dubai so bad,
yeah,
but I don't have time because this is one of the things that we're going to get into as far as when you're traveling, it is important to look up things that are illegal, things of what not to do, what to do when you're traveling to a totally different country. And I just feel like everything is on Dubai's list. You can't cough too loud. You can't wear a particular color. Um you can't ask for no napkins. You going to jail. Like I just feel like everything with Dubai, I've seen some horror stories, and I want to go. It's so beautiful, but listen, I want to be able to have fun and know that I'm respectful because I'm a respectful person. But I ain't got time to be going down for something that just doesn't make any sense.
she's gonna get to Dubai, y'all, for real. Like I'm literally like I was just talking to my cousin and my dad's saying, and he's like, this is gonna be his third time going to Dubai with his wife, and he's like, no, it's like something sometimes like different media stuff people share that is like okay that, but they want to highlight the bad stuff, but it's some really good stuff, and like it's really 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 like it's I don't based off of people I've known who've gone and stuff like that. I'm already planning that trip for next year to go to Dubai. So I'm like, I'm going. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
respectful. I mean, I gotta. I know I gotta.
you better buckle them things up.
But that's okay too, because I know certain kind of heats in places. I'd rather have like um I'd rather have like how they have stuff and it's not heavy. People think, oh, it's long sleeves covered. No, that
Yeah,
actually is cooling material and it feels
yeah,
good versus having your body exposed and it's just like
yeah,
it's hot. I can't take off
yeah,
my skin.
yeah.
So yeah, it's you'll be fine. You're gonna go.
And you know what? That's so funny that you say that, right? As far as um That's what they put out. That's what the media put out and all of that. It's so funny that you say that because a few places I want to go to and that I have been to, like for example, I would love to go to Brazil. But what they put out there about Brazil, listen, I do not got time. And then it's so crazy because the stigma of Colombia, right? But yet we took that trip and we had it was not what I expected whatsoever. Like I at least expected the police to be out like how Mexico is with the rifles and literally I want to say we was out there for 6 days and I only seen like two police officers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Literally like and it's so funny that you say that. So I guess I am just gonna have to just give Dubai a try because you know Colombia is supposed to be and it was, but and I'm sure it still have its stuff, just
yeah.
like the United States. Every single state have a dangerous area that you just need to stay away from. So I guess I can't do Dubai like that because when I tell y'all everybody was scared that we was going to Colombia, our family
Oh,
members was like no. And then when we told them, I know for me, when I told my grandfather and my mother that I was staying at an Airbnb, if they could cancel everything, they would have canceled it for me. And like, you ain't going no.
yeah. Like, wait a minute, you're not going in what in Colombia? Because you don't hear people talk about, oh, I'm
Yeah,
going like, yeah, we're gonna find stuff when we research stuff, but you don't hear people
yeah,
talking about, oh yeah, I'm going to Colombia this year. They're just like Pablo Escobar. That's the
yeah,
first.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna go up. And I'm like, literally what they have turned that area into,
Beautiful.
it literally is beautiful. It's like
Yeah,
escalators where the hood, like which people still live there, but it's beautiful how they did it. They turned like a negative into a positive, like with the graffiti and all that stuff like that. It's really nice. Oh yay! Okay, I have been sipping, but I was like, let's wait to talk about it because I am waiting for the shade to talk about hers, and I'll tell you about mine. But yeah, Colombia is really beautiful and
it's
great,
so good.
great views as well. Like really great views, and the people are very like cool. Do they
So
speak
cool,
English?
so nice. So cool and so nice.
Yeah,
One of the places that I've been to that want to know about our language and
yeah.
know more about us and was really intrigued. Like they was trying and it made us want to try. We learned a whole bunch of Spanish words while we was
Lo
out there.
siento,
We
lo
thought
siento.
we was bilingual, okay, at this point.
Tell me nothing. Lo
Yeah,
siento.
yeah. But so let's see, let's get into a few things before you go. So I guess you know before you travel and all of that, you do the research of the traveling. So I guess we can go into like what websites and what we do to actually travel and get good prices. I will start off with Hopper. I don't know if you guys use the Hopper app or even Google Flights. They pretty much are the same. Kayak may have those options. We both personally love Kayak. I don't know if it has the same options as Hopper or Google Flights, but I love both of those because you are able to. So let's say you go online to look for a flight today, right? And let's say the flight say $600. You can actually save that flight. Like let's say it's the perfect time that you want to leave, the perfect time that you want to get there. You can actually save that flight and once the price goes down, then you will be able it'll send you a notification and it'll be like, hey, this flight that you saved went from $600 down to $400. So I love those because of that. And then also, well, you want to add something else before I
Well, yeah, for Hopper, and I'm sorry, my nose, I don't know why my nose is just like crazy, but
it's okay.
Hopper also has the feature too, where it's like the Hopper was actually, I believe, it's the original one that had the okay, you know how they have the layover flights, and you like really don't need to do a layover, but you're like it costs cheaper to do a layover, so you
Yeah.
can literally they'll show you those flights that you do a layover for. But let's say your final destination is let's say New York. they'll show you a flight that is final destination is Colorado or something like that, but it has a layover in New York. You buy it for that cheaper price, for that layover price, and just get off in New York instead of doing that connecting flight. But you get a flight that's way cheaper, and you're like, huh, okay, that's cool. So that was what I really, really liked about Hopper. Can I jump to Google Flights?
Yep.
Google Flights kind of, and I've seen this like 1,000 times, and I actually did it myself. You can literally just put in your home airport and just hit go. Put a date, a random date, and it will show you how much it costs to fly, whatever. And those are like the cheaper flights versus putting in a destination. It's like that. They're like, oh, it's going to be this. So put in that flight information with just where you are from and any random dates, and it'll show you how much it actually costs. And you're like, oh.
I love that feature.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I said I'm just saying I love that. I love that. Love that. It's cool. Besides Google Flights, like my main thing though, I love Kayak. And what I'll do with Kayak is I'll look at a flight on Kayak and then I'll go to the direct website of the
airline.
Yes. And then sometimes it's a little bit cheaper and I'll book it straight through them. So that
yeah. So definitely to the Google option that she was talking about, y'all. That's like one of the best things, especially if you really want to take a trip, but you're on like a super tight budget. When you put in where you want to leave from, like we're in Atlanta, so we'll put Atlanta Hartsfield Airport, and then you just pick a random month. So let's just say you're like, okay, listen, I need to go on a vacation in June, and you just put in June, whatever date. It's going to show you every state and every country as far as the prices for around that time. And it makes it easier for you because it may be something pop up that you didn't even think about traveling to, right? Or it may be something that pop up and you're like, what? I didn't know it was only $300 to travel there. And then next thing you know, you have a nice little budget friendly trip to take.
Yeah.
So, those are the things that we use. And it's so funny because as we were going over, things to discuss today and the different things and realizing that we literally use the same apps because again, we ain't new to this, we true to this. So finding out that we use like the same things and do like the same things was hilarious.
But we were like, that's why we got the good trips. That's why we do the good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, on the same page, let's go. And that's a really good, what you said was like, okay, you never thought that, oh, this is affordable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And wow, okay, maybe I can make this work because let me tell y'all something. If you have not booked a vacation, book a daggone vacation. You need it.
Vacation.
Book that vacation.
I'm with you 100% on that.
Book that vacation. Make it work for you. But book it.
Yeah, because I always say, and this is no shade, y'all. This is just my opinion and what I feel. But I personally feel like you are not living life. You're just existing if you are not traveling. And it doesn't have to be you traveling out of the country. It's nice to travel out of the country because you get to learn about different cultures. You get to learn about different foods. But you can still do that in the US. You know what I'm saying? Just depending on where you go. But literally, like as you start to travel more, I feel like personally for me, it pushed me harder to go harder to make more money because I want to continue to live this luxury. I want to continue to take these trips. And then also it made me appreciate life more traveling outside of the US because we're spoiled as hell. And I've probably said this before on our live, and I know for sure I've said it in some of my vlogs. But we are spoiled in the United States. And I kid you not, as I started to travel more, I understood why them people can't stand us. Because we literally live in luxury. Yes, we do have, some of the less fortunate and, things like that. But our less fortunate is nothing compared to the less fortunate outside of the country. Like, Listen, our less fortunate, they'll get them a tent, they'll put a damn solar system on top of that thing. And next thing you know, they didn't build their own porta potty, baby. They got the big screens inside it. They are crafty out here.
Mm-hmm.
Out here, there's none of that. They don't
Yeah.
got no roofs. They don't got no windows. They're not walking around with shoes. Like there is so much. And I just really was like, it just really made me appreciate life. What about you?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking and I'm like, yeah, we are, and I'm blessed every day to even say that, even though we have
Absolutely.
our life and our life be life, and
Yeah.
but it's like when you go and you actually see other things, like me just even driving, like I was just in Jamaica and we're riding our bus that we have a driver for, and the
Yeah.
air people are outside in their maid outfits at these from these resorts, from these butler services, and they're sitting there waiting for a bus, and it's what was it, 100 degrees out there, and I'm like,
And guess what? They doing it happy. That's another
yeah,
thing.
oh yeah, because they like,
Mhm.
I got a job, I got whatever, I got this, I'm good. Like they are really, really, really out there and
Yeah.
doing it. Like, I'm gonna make sure I get this done, period, and do what I gotta do. Like
Yeah.
it is inspiring, and it's really, really like makes you stop and think for a little bit. So but yeah, it's really, really good. So book that vacation, because
Yeah.
that's a luxury that everybody does not have. Booking
Yeah.
a vacation, going on vacation is not. And again, it does not have to be outside the country.
Yeah.
Heck, you can literally go inside the country and see poverty too.
Yeah.
So make sure you are appreciating and taking that the life by the horn
Yeah.
and pulling it and going for it, because it's really, really, really important to enjoy life and to really, really live life to the fullest, because we only got one life to live.
Right. Right. Yep. Yep.
Oh, hey, King.
Hey, hey, hey.
It's my buddy. Hey,
Hello.
she made it this time. I think last week she
It
kind
was
of,
right at the end.
yeah. So thank you for joining. Welcome everyone in. If
Yep.
you're just joining us, we are talking about travel tips and trips. Travel tips and tricks. So welcome to the party, y'all. We are getting it in. We are really just at the tip of the iceberg about talking about how to prepare for your travel before you even go to travel, looking up flights, looking up different things to make it affordable for you,
Yep.
and figuring out, you know what, let me see what I can do with this. So that's what we are on right now. The I don't
Since we're talking about the flights and everything, the times to actually look for a flight and everything. That is really, really important, y'all. If you are looking for a flight, let's say Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's like midday, 3, 4 o'clock, you are going to get the highest prices.
Oh yeah,
Not
absolutely.
only if you're looking,
Mhm.
because that's gonna happen during the week too. The best time to look for you a flight is like Tuesday, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I have booked
No,
plenty of tickets on a Tuesday at 2 in the morning.
and Thursday.
Not only that, go ahead. What you saying?
And Thursday, Tuesday and Thursday, maybe
Mhm.
Wednesday. I have 2, 3 o'clock in the morning though. I've even set my alarm to be like, check out this flight.
No,
Because
literally. No, literally. Yeah, and go right back to sleep.
Yep.
Smiling that flight was booked, baby. Back to sleep, dreaming good about what's going about to happen. Yes. And then also to get the good price too, the day that you're landing in your destination makes a difference too. So if you are trying to go and land on a Friday, your flight is probably going to be much higher. Or a Saturday, your flight's going to be much higher. Now, trying to fly on a Sunday, it may be cheaper because that's when a lot of people are leaving out. And then you're also staying during the week. I know we all have jobs or we're entrepreneurs or whatever the case may be. But taking a trip during the week, y'all, it is going to save you money. It is going to be a less crowd. It is going to be more uninvited attention from the services that you're getting because they don't have to attend to so many different people. So if I can do a Monday to Thursday trip, I would do a Monday to Thursday trip compared to a Thursday to Sunday trip. But don't get me wrong, some places I do want to be there over the weekend, depending on what the celebration is. Like, for example, my birthday,
All right.
They do my birthday during the weekend. I don't care how much it is. Because I'm trying to be with everybody. I'm trying to blend in and become a local.
Right. Exactly. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
And you know what? Speaking of that with birthdays too, I know there are more people that doesn't that I know that doesn't celebrate their birthday often, and I'm gonna need y'all to change that. I'm gonna need y'all to change that because to be able to see another year, it's a blessing.
Mm.
To be able to see another year is like it's everything. So don't take your birthday for granted. I know that, you know, some people may have trauma or somebody may have passed during their birthday, or there's a memory that they have with people. Thank you. I keep getting goodies. Or like I know that some of the things from some of the people that I spoke with, there's a reason behind why they don't like to celebrate their birthday, right? Whether it's a divorce, whether it's a breakup, whatever the case may be, celebrate your birthday, y'all, because you can be celebrating for just not even your birthday, being proud of yourself for getting over whatever hurdle you went through, for again being able to see that day and outliving some of the people that we may have known or crossed with.
That part.
Like I don't care if celebrating it. Well, no, because I'm telling y'all to celebrate. I was about to say, I don't care if you decide to look at the walls. That's what you decide to do for your birthday. Even though I agree with that. But just do something, y'all. Just do something.
Do something to sell. Like, it doesn't have to be, well, baby steps. Let's say baby steps. It doesn't have to be super extravagant. It can be something to where you're like, literally go somewhere locally. Like, I've been here almost 12 years. And I've never been to Tybee Island. And I was like, you know what?
I've been who?
I've never been to Tybee Island.
Girl, what the hell is
that? She's been here longer than me.
Wait, that's in Atlanta?
Tybee Island is like 3 hours, I think, from here.
What is that? That sounds like a beautiful island. Just by the name.
Oh my gosh.
It's the summertime. That sounds like water, beach, good food. That sounds like
I didn't. Okay, clearly we've never had this discussion.
I keep bringing it up to the people and not me first, yo, travel buddy.
I honestly thought that you've been already, because it's like to people who have been here or whatever, they're like, oh yeah, I've been to Tybee Island. To them, for me, like that's just like saying, oh, I've been to for you, it's like you saying, oh, whatever coast you've been to, like you've been to Vegas. You know, it's close to you. Yeah. So you're like, oh yeah, I go all the time. So people are like, oh yeah, I went when I was a kid and I was whatever. So I'm not saying it's not a huge thing or whatever, but I'm like, I actually want to go to see it because it's a man-made beach, but it's really nice. And I think they actually filmed, they said that they filmed, like if you saw The New Color Purple, they actually filmed some scenes there at Tybee Island. So I was just like, oh, okay. I was like, you know what? I am going to definitely that's a little cute road trip. Oh, hey, Deborah. It's a cute little road trip.
Welcome in.
I've never been to Savannah either. So stuff that's local is like, do.
Yeah, I've been to Savannah, Destin.
Yeah. And that's, I don't know how many drive that is, but that's not far either. So you can literally do stuff that is locally around, or do something, or look at a nice restaurant that is nice, like or just I don't know. Yeah, I had when COVID first happened in 2020. I turned 35. Watch out now. I turned 35. So I could not do anything. So what I said, I was like, you know what? It's my 35th and I'm bummed out because I forgot. I think I was supposed to go to DR or something like that. Yeah. And I ended up doing a photo shoot at the local park or whatever behind this like beautiful little old abandoned barn. And it turned out really nice. But that's how, and I did a little paint and sip at the house for me. Yeah. And that's how I brought it. Yeah. So I'm like, and it was literally 2020. I had literally got my new passport still pissed about that. Just ordered my new passport. It got in the mail at January 2020. I said, I'm about to do this. And they said, shut it down. Shut the world down. They didn't they shut the world down. So make something out of nothing. Life's too short. If COVID solves anything, life is too short. So, thank you. So what we got next?
Let's see. Research and plan ahead of time. So like researching the weather out there, attractions. If you're going to do an Airbnb or resort, researching, looking at the reviews. I know I'm a review person. Only when it comes to like product, I'm okay with being the first person to review. I am never going to be the first person to review no Airbnb and no resort. That's too much to be playing with. That's not safe, right? And nowadays scams. I was scammed one time, and let me tell you something. I do not play now. I locked my card. There is plenty of times I went places and they basically tried to get at me like I was broke. Talking about your card didn't go through, and I'm like, hold on, pump your brakes. It's locked. You know what I'm saying? But research and plan ahead, you guys. Like when I tell you, me and Lisa J, we do not play. We will be like we'll take different tasks. I'll be like, okay, I'm looking for these for the first 3 days. What we doing? You look for the last 3 days, or I'm looking at the food. You look at nightlife, or I'm looking at excursions. You look at like. It is so important, y'all, to research before you are going anywhere, and then also to include into the research, like I was saying, as far as what to do, what not to do. That's part of research, and what to do, what not to do for my content creators. If we can get a drone footage, I don't know about y'all, but I know for me, if I can get a drone footage, I'm all with it. It's drones is illegal certain places. One of the places, and I would have never thought, but I looked up, what not to do, what's illegal. Where me and Lisa J is going for my birthday, army fatigue is illegal. I would have never thought that I cannot wear army fatigue. And so that's why it is important to research where you're going, because you don't got time to, we spend too much money to get where we was going, or we going because we need to clear our mind or whatever the case may be. So to add on a headache, an unnecessary headache for no reason, listen, research.
Yeah, that part. And if you are not I'm going to read whatever, let me tell you what came in the clutch. TikTok is one of the best reviews ever, because regardless, they will tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. They will tell you the greats. They will show you the highlights. You will see from different perspectives and all that stuff. Like, they will gladly show you everything. Listen, when I go to restaurants, I still look at TikToks to see if they got who's reviewing or whatever. And I don't always look at 1, 2, 3. I probably look at 50, because
literally,
like,
y'all, vacation, like whenever if we're not together and we're separate, I'm almost certain I could say this for you as well, because this is just your nature and mine as well. We're always a planner. So it doesn't matter who we're going with. They're literally the people where, I don't know if you've seen the Instagram or the TikTok, where they're like the person who planned the trip versus the person who just give up their money. Our people put all faith in us. They be like, we don't know where we going, what we doing, but we know we doing something because y'all didn't plan it. Because we research months, y'all, before we go anywhere. Like, it's literally a technique that we do, and that's why we ain't had one bad trip, one bad girls trip, one bad regular trip going anywhere. Like, we don't play that. Hey, Stay.
My girl.
She don't know, but she should know that she didn't adopted us. Okay, at this point.
Yes, that's listen. We need to go to Houston. So speaking of travel, we need to make our way to Fort Worth. I think that's where she is. Yeah, we coming.
Show is always check reviews. Listen, I don't play about them reviews. I don't play about them reviews at all. Research and planning is so important.
And I'm gonna say this too, and we are both women of color, and this is not offending nobody or like that, but we check the views from the people who are like us too, because
Yeah,
it's not safe
absolutely.
for everybody everywhere. It's just
Absolutely.
not. And that is one thing that for sure I look at, and Lachey looks at is like, okay, how, especially going to other countries,
Absolutely.
how did they treat you there? How was your
Absolutely.
experience being a black woman there, or being a black male there, or anything like that? How was your experience there? So we look at
Absolutely.
that. That really does matter, because if you, this is a challenge if y'all want to do it. If you actually just look on any YouTube or any like TikTok and say, hey, best places to travel or worst places to travel as a black woman, or worst
Yeah.
places to travel as a black, but so much stuff will pop up there like, hey,
Yeah.
this is my experience. And yes, everyone's experience, not everyone's, but when it's more than like
Yeah.
10 people, 20 people
Yeah.
saying this,
You ain't got to worry about
it's
me.
like,
You got to worry about me.
I'm good.
I see
I
don't
don't
do
need
no food.
to, I don't need to be there. Yeah, I'm like, mm-mm, mm-mm,
Yeah.
mm-mm. I'm good.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, we want to
Absolutely.
eat.
Right.
We want to eat. Listen now, I don't. Maybe the first time we'll give you a break, because Stay be cooking her butt off on her channel.
Mhm.
So let me tell you. Oh,
Her dog eat better than most humans. Okay.
listen, and shout out to Stay too. She just hit 700 subscribers. Yay! We got
So
a
out.
steady. So congratulations to you on that as well. But yeah, just
Absolutely.
make sure that you are researching your specific whatever. Is it safe to travel alone here? Is it safe
Yeah.
to travel just groups here, or is it safe for this? And that could be any genre, but check what it is, because some
Yeah.
people are not as really, and some people are just not exposed. Some countries, they're not
Yeah.
as exposed to us. And like I said about the
Yeah. Yeah.
media pushes an agenda. They all think
Yeah.
that, oh, we're this and we're gangbangers and we're whatever. So they kind of like, don't be coming over here and mess up our country. All right,
Yeah.
relax.
Yeah.
But they don't know what they don't know, and ignorance has no respect to person. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then also with the research, y'all, from experience, obviously in the beginning stage of our traveling, we just went with the flow. Just go with the wind, I mean. And although going with the wind is great, I am a firm believer in itineraries. Okay. Even if you don't stick to the itinerary, and even if that day you decide to do nothing, it's still better to have things written down. And even if it's not the times and everything, just at least have a few restaurants. And you don't have to do it for every single day. Just have a few restaurants, a few attractions. That way, from my experience in the beginning of traveling before itineraries, I spent majority of the time researching what we are doing next.
Oh
Sitting in
yeah.
the Airbnb for hours and went by, because again, I'm not only looking at what to do next. I have to know the reviews. I have to do, like, I need to know more than just let's go and hop and go to this place. Unless again I'm within when I unless I'm traveling in the US, whether I've never been there before, it's my first time solo or not. More than likely I won't make an itinerary. I'll have a few things written down as far as what I want to do. But for sure, out
Yeah.
of the country, I have a full list of things, done my research, and made sure everything is everything. So I don't know if y'all believe in it. And even if you don't, I promise you, writing down a few things and doing your research and just having those where if you run out of what to do and have that to fall back on, it's going to make a difference.
Put it in the chat, y'all. Are y'all itinerary people, or are you guys like,
Go with the
just go
plan.
with the flow people? Which is nothing wrong with that, but to maximize, what Shay's saying, basically to maximize your experience,
Exactly.
that is something that is really, really, really like good to do. Because if you kind of like, and not that saying like I'm really like, I like to go to new places. If I've been
Yes.
to, Bahamas before or whatever like that. So I'm not in a rush to go back. So whatever I didn't do, I'm like, okay, that's on the back burner. But I don't if I've been somewhere and I've done a lot of stuff, I'm not in a rush to go back to so many other countries and other places I
Yeah.
want to see. So I'm like, okay, I've done what I wanted to really, really do. Let me just do that, and I can move on to the next place. So that's what she's saying. Like, maximize really what
Yeah.
your trip is about and make the most of it. Of course, you still can chill and relax because you have those type of travelers, which I think we're going to move on that one. Those type of travelers, depending on who you travel with,
Right.
they might not be people who all the time and they're just like not used to it, but it's like, okay, but you can also relax here. There might be a spa,
Yeah.
maybe the best spa that I've been to,
Hands down.
Colombia.
Hands down, the best spot. Listen,
Colombia.
hands down. But also too, we've all been there where we went to a restaurant or we went to do something and it's closed or it's too busy or something. And now we're like, well, where are we going now? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's what that little list is for. Your plan B, C, and D. Like, you have to be prepared. And me, I want to enjoy all of the coins it is that I spent. Okay. Hello, welcome in.
Welcome. Listen, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
That's what was my biggest thing. That's what really pushed me this one time. I was just like, I'm spending money to be here. I am going to maximize my stuff. Yes, I actually do like to have a joy and rest because I'm taking a vacation because we said it before. We work hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hard with a hard. We work daggone hard. Trust me. Everything shows it. Okay. So work hard. You want to play hard. And we honestly don't take that. This was a little OD for me this year, but we don't take that many vacations like that. We take them, but on a grand scale, we really, really, really don't. So a lot, like how we should, and when we do it, because we will.
We don't do it as much as travelers.
Travelers do.
Every year we're going at least 4 different places, friend. Okay, so you gotta. Some people don't do that, friend. So we gotta. We definitely travel.
We do travel. Yeah, we do travel, but
just not as much.
So I'm saying this because we took our laptops to Colombia. So some people are like, oh, so we actually still work when we're there. So we do, and we're going to do more of not working because we're like, what?
Yeah. But it was good to be able to do that too, because it allowed me to be in that mindset of like really like nomad and making like how it would be if I like did digital, like if I was like a digital nomad, or if I was just like entrepreneur where I only got to do like content or whatever the case may be. You're still going to have to work doing stuff like that. So to be able to experience that, and we was good with it. Like we went to co-working places and we worked, or we would like chill on the beach or whatever and still be working or whatever the case may be. But we still had fun as well. And another thing too, before you go, make sure you plan that rest time. Like I do not need to be on go every single day, all day, because I feel like you're not able to soak it in. You know what I'm saying? And the next thing you know, before you know it, it's time to go back home, back to reality. And it's like, did I even have a vacation? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we're always on the go home, like fast paced. And it's like when you go on vacation too, like for me, I like the first day to be relaxing and the last day to be relaxing. In between there, we can do things. But that first day from traveling, all of that, let me soak in and appreciate that I am wherever I am. And then before I go, let me really soak in and appreciate how I was able to take this trip, how I was able to have fun, how I was able to have money to spend and not worry about, oh Lord, when I come back home now, back to bills. Like bills and everything is paid before I go on vacation. Responsibilities got to be handled before you take trips. Okay. So being able to reflect on that before you leave, then it also having those rest days, just period. It just allow you to really feel like you went on vacation compared to being on the go all day, every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, even if you don't do all the things all day, every day, as long as you have plans. Yep, I research and plan everything. I don't have to do it at all and like to go with the flow, but I'm not traveling blind. Period.
That part.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're gonna
Yeah.
have that day where you're like, I don't even want to do nothing. Let's just go with the wind. If we do something, we do. If we don't, we don't. But if you needed something to fall back on, you have that list. Absolutely. A mix of both. Maybe write a few things down, but I like to go with the flow too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know
If you
what?
that list and then you just like, y'all, let's not do nothing today.
Yeah.
That is what the itinerary does not mean you got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you wake up and be like, let's just do whatever we want to do,
Yeah.
that's awesome too.
Yeah. And also too, some things that like we said, the spa, that was part of our kind of chill out too, because we didn't know it was gonna be like that. But it was really good. We planned that closer to the end, so
Yeah,
we can get rejuvenation in and all that
yeah,
good stuff. And then we did pretty much nothing that next day. We'll try
yeah,
to work outside by the pool. But
yeah,
literally it was, us plan. You can also, there's things that you might not know other places have relaxation in there, or just like, you know what, yeah. Or even with, oh my, if you're at a resort offering that service, oh, we do this, whatever. I recently went to Vegas, and I was like, oh, because I was a new whatever, they gave me this credit, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna use this on this. So they might
yeah.
have stuff you can do, and you just stay in whatever area you're in and do it that way, so you don't really have to go far or whatever. Now I did see this before, and I've been like, I want to do it. I'm interested. I want to do it because, my anxiety of planning stuff is like, they have these programs now that you go to the airport. I think you pay a fee or whatever. They book you don't know where you're going until you actually get to the airport, and they give you like this little package. I think one is called Journey. If someone knows what it is, put it in the chat. And now you're going to see what it is, because it's probably going to come up in your Instagram feed because I'm talking about it.
The
But
people be listening.
listen, but they literally, and I had to check and see if black people were doing it, but literally, because again, I want to make sure everything's good. You get to the airport, you open up the package, and it tells you, okay, you are going to Egypt, and they have everything planned out for you, everything, whatever. You just got to bring your bag and be ready to go. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Thank you.
You. But yeah, they literally have that. And I'm like, if I
Now,
could,
friend,
if any one of those, I
I ain't
know,
gonna.
I really want to do it.
That's bold to the next level.
I know. I wouldn't, now that I wouldn't do by
Salute
myself.
you. I'm gonna cheer you on.
But the thing is, I haven't seen anybody do it by themselves. I've always seen a group of people do it together.
Yeah.
So, and you're with, I think it is a group. You're with other groups who will do it. It's like people who plan your travel. But I'm like, that seems really, really, really cool. I'm not there of actually doing that because I'm pretty sure it's costly, because you got to cover whatever they're going to do. But they plan your whole thing, and you don't know where you're going until that. Like I said, I've seen people, black women doing it and stuff like that. I said, okay, I'm gonna have to research a little bit more. Again, research. I have to research it more, but I think it's really, really, really cool to kind of like have that. So I don't
Yeah.
need that spark surprise yet, but
Yeah.
maybe maybe in a couple years. But if y'all know what it is, research it or whatever. It's kind of cool, and I'm actually
Oh,
probably
that
gonna
sounds cool.
check it
Let's
out. It
just
is,
that's definitely for daredevils.
yeah. Baby steps. We gotta get Lachey to Dubai, y'all. So baby steps. Baby steps.
All right, let's see. We are still on before you go. We haven't even got into
We haven't left the house yet, yo. I told you, Lachey.
we have 53 minutes.
I know. Okay. Which pick?
All right, so we still got a long list before you go. So let's just go down a few things. All right. So one of the things, even though I'm still an overpacker, I realized before that I was really an overpacker because I didn't know how my clothes will look when I got out there.
Mm,
So I will pack up like literally, and then already on vacation, I already like to change at least twice a day, right? At least twice a day. And so for one day, I will have like four outfits packed. So if I'm going somewhere for 6 days, imagine how many outfits I have.
Wait, when I saw Lachey's suitcase, I was like, where you go?
No.
That's all you got? Like,
Yes. So now what I do is I try on all of my clothes before I travel. I don't care if it's a swimsuit, whatever the case may be. Now I don't put the pieces together. Now I know some people that put the pieces together with the earrings,
yeah,
the shoes, the headscarf, the
yeah.
I don't do all of that.
I'm not
But
there yet.
what I am doing is trying on my outfit and trust and believe I'm still overpacking. However, I am not because listen, if it good right now, but
Oh,
who knows how many pounds I gained within a week or something. You know what I'm saying? So um yeah, that is what I would say. Definitely try it on before you go. And I'm a person, and Elise, I don't know, tell me what you are as well. And then y'all comment below. I'm a person that packs well before the traveling. However, there's been a few times where I had to pack like 2 days before I travel. But me, I literally pack a few weeks before I go because I find little stuff like, oh, I need to throw this in there. As I'm like getting dressed every day and doing little things, I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to throw this in. I need to throw this in. But if you don't, if you are a last minute packer, I would just say create that one packing list on your phone if you have an iPhone inside of the notes. Create a list of everything that you need. And as you start to travel and you realize, oh, I need to add this, I need to add this, continue to add on to that list. So if you are a last minute packer, you already got your list on what you need to pack. What about you, Elise?
so I'll say this: when I just recently moved, when I packed my house up, I packed I knew I was going to Mexico, so I literally just packed my whole suitcase for Mexico and just left it alone. And I just added the essential stuff that I didn't have just yet, like little travel things, and just went from there. But normally, yes, I will definitely pack a week before. Um, and this is what me and you've talked about how sometimes we wear the same clothes all the time. So she said, I'm having heart palpitations just thinking about not knowing where I'm going.
Um, when I tell you, I feel you on that 100%.
That's why I'm gonna take you with me. How about that? I'm gonna get my little letter. I'm gonna take you with me.
No,
So, but yeah, I literally, eliminate. That's a good one too. Like just taking out. Oh, I don't need that.
yeah, eliminate from when you start packing.
Yeah, but I'm more of like, okay, I'll do it 2 weeks. That I'm really excited if I'm packing 2 weeks beforehand, and I'm learning to, like I said, and we were talking about, okay, you got all these clothes, you're not wearing them all. I'm wearing the same thing over and over and over and over again, girl. So
Yeah.
literally, I have to make sure that I am packing for the trip. Like I was able to do it for Mexico because I did a Sheen haul, and I was like, oh, and I actually showed on y'all with my little my review, my Sheen review,
Yeah.
and I tried them on already, and I packed them. Okay, I'm taking this to Mexico with me. So it's really good to try on your clothes beforehand so you can know exactly what you want, and then check in to see the weather too, to see, okay, is it going to be this, is it going to be that, and then extra clothes like a Shay, I'm good with that too. So just make sure that you are doing that. I am a pack prior 2 weeks. It's like I'm super, super duper Barney excited about it. 1 week is my normal, okay, I'm not touching this thing no more, because if I touch it, I might buy
Yeah.
something that I don't need.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also with packing, to add another thing is, in from experience, is when you're traveling, make sure you pack at least an outfit in your carry-on and all of your valuable things. I don't care if it's even my perfume. My perfume is not going in the check bag. It's just not. So any of my name brand things, jewelry, I don't care if it is even costume jewelry. It ain't going underneath the plane. My perfumes is not going underneath the plane. And that outfit, I'm sure everyone has experienced your bag being lost. Okay. I'm sure. And if you haven't, bless your heart. Okay. But for that, just pack you a one outfit, few undergarments, or whatever the case may be. and all of your valuable things, your snacks, your chargers, especially your chargers. Do not put those underneath the plane. Do not put those underneath the plane. Okay. What, Lisi? Why are you making that face?
Because let me tell you something. A, I have never lost a bag. But I've also, after I heard horror stories, I stopped checking my bag. I stopped. I said, no, 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 no. I stopped. I said, if I can fit my stuff in the carry-on, and we gotta get you a nice carry-on size one. But if I could literally stop checking a bag, I did. I stopped checking the bag because when I say horror stories, I have heard horror stories, even local horror stories. I probably feel more comfortable checking a bag if it's a straight through flight, but no, 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 and no. I cannot. I just cannot. I make sure I fit everything into my carry-on and my personal item. Now, that gets a little fishy wishy when it comes to who you're traveling with. And if you are, hey, you're flying Spirit or one of those Spirit or Frontier or whatever, and you have to pay for the bag, that's a whole different story because you're paying for that, with on board. But, and even I think with Spirit and Frontier, your check bag actually is cheaper than your carry-on bag. So I don't know if you were like, nah, I'm just going to check the bag and go from there. That's well and cool. I will pay the little extra $5 if I have to go on Frontier or Spirit, just to make sure that I am actually getting it to me. I need all of my stuff close to me, all of it. Now I will put my stuff, my personal items, to actually like my charger, all of the stuff. I'll have that personal items in there, but no, they can stay. I'm not a person that gets up and goes over the overhead bin anyway and get anything. I like to sit down on my flight, unless it's like a 16-hour flight. I will sit there the whole dag on time. That's why I like to sit in the window seat, because I don't like people walking over me to go to the bathroom. Everybody can't hold it. And they just go to the bathroom, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just I don't like, those are too small. I had a bad experience and I don't ever do it again. So, and they're too small. I'm a big girl. Okay. We lost Lachey. Come back to us, please. While we're waiting for Lachey to come back, I can't post the comments, but I can see the comments. So I'm gonna read a couple of them right now. Britt J says, I always have a list, but I packed the night before or the day of. I'm horrible with that. There she is. There's my girl.
I ain't gonna tell y'all how my computer went dead. It gave me the notification.
So let me tell you, Lachey, I saw the notification. If you saw me bending down, I said, let me plug in my laptop so I won't die on these people. And I said, when I saw it go, I said, first
time ever. But I don't know why I thought, listen, I thought it was like the iPhone where, listen, you know how I say it go dead and you still got a few hours left.
Oh my gosh. I literally was like,
my girl held it down, period.
Go. I'm so much better with packing now. I used to take way too much, paying all that money to check, or an overweight. Overweight, then don't wear half the stuff.
Or it's overweight, and then now you got to put the stuff in your carry-on, and so now it's like you lugging all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But I still don't know how Lisi do it, y'all. When I tell you I was embarrassed, we went to Columbia, and this girl come with this damn just carry-on suitcase. Now I ain't gonna lie, her suitcase that she take on a plane, that thing is literally like almost the size of the suitcase that you put in the plane. So I don't even know how she gets approved. It got the double zipper thing on it so it could push out more. But listen, I came, y'all. Mind you, he's out there 6 days. Okay. My suitcase was so big, on top of my carry-on suitcase, on top of the big bag that I turned into my purse, but it's technically your other carry-on. And I see her at the airport, and I'm like, where's the rest of your stuff? And she's like, just this. And I'm like, so you ain't got to stand in this line to check your bag. I was so mad, y'all. And here I am when I tell y'all my suitcase was huge because I have like two big suitcases, right? So I got the regular size that everyone takes, but then I also have one that's even bigger that I use for like the wintertime if I'm going somewhere with like big heavy coats and stuff like that. But Lisi have definitely mastered only themselves, okay?
It doesn't like having to pack your carrying on because you have too much.
Yes. Oh, it's
Yeah.
because now before you packed it, you knew what everything was. But now
Yeah.
you take stuff out your suitcase, it's like now my snacks is being smashed. Oh,
Mm.
I can't find my headphones. And now I look like I'm living out my suitcase because I got to bring all these clothes and shoes. I probably got one boot in my carry-on and one boot underneath the plane.
Listen, and shout out to Lachey because she is the snack packer because I don't pack any snacks. Lachey packs the snacks and the other stuff.
Meals and some more.
Noodles and
Listen,
some more. She
come
is the snack
in.
packer.
Listen, I don't play that because I might go somewhere where that night or that day we may not be able to find something, or I'm picky. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I may not like what's in there. So trust and believe, I got a noodle or something. You hear me? Or we didn't went to the grocery store, baby. I didn't bought
Yeah.
some bread. I'm gonna make it work.
That's true. That's true. Like to a T, to a T. Did we make it to the airport yet, Lachey? No.
We didn't.
See, we
It's
listen.
so much. It's
It's
so
so
much.
much when it comes to traveling. It's so much when it comes to traveling.
Yeah.
So
I
we
guess to give one more thing before you go,
okay.
and then I think the airport, when you're on the flight and when you get there, we're gonna have to make that like a part two. Okay. So
Yeah.
just a few more things before you go and before we end the live is your documentation. When it comes to
Mhm.
your passport, when it comes to your ID, things like that, make sure you have a digital copy and a paper copy. And do
Yeah.
not carry them together. When you're out traveling and all of that, don't if you cannot have your passport on you, don't have your passport. But also, wherever you're leaving it, because me, I am an Airbnb girl. I don't care if I'm out the country. Don't get
Mhm.
me wrong. I've stayed at a few resorts, but I am definitely a girl that when I travel out of the country, I literally want to live like the local. So therefore, I'm not doing everything that's tourist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing like and even when I do stay on the resort, I'm leaving off of the resort and I am going to see what is going on and all of that. So when it comes to the documentation, whether I'm at an Airbnb or not, and then also I take my security stuff, y'all. So I have an extra camera for when we leave. If anybody coming in and out, you gonna be on camera. Okay. I got the door alarm. I got the lock thing. Like I literally have everything. And then my camera, I can talk through it if I need to. I can hear what's going on. And so when it comes to the documentation, hide the stuff in the Airbnb or the resort. Do not put it inside of
Safe.
that safe. Do not put it in that safe. Some of them safes can literally be picked up and took right up out that room. And then not only that, if let's say it is something where the resort is shady or you know what I'm saying, the Airbnb or whatever the case may be, literally hide it where you would think that they would not look. Not in between the mattress. You already know they're gonna flip the mattress over. Maybe, well, I was about why was I about to say that? You can't do that. I'm about to say you better cut a hole in that mattress and put your thing in there. No, but for real, like if you got trash inside of the trash can, put it underneath the trash bag where it's a new one and you just put papers in there or whatever. Like think outside of the box on where to hide your documentation. And again, if you cannot take your passport, because sometimes when you're out of the country, it asks for your passport to do like certain things.
Exactly.
Have those paper copies and those digital copies just in case you get robbed,
Yeah.
just in case you lose it. To have to go to the embassy to leave, who wants to go through that?
Nobody.
Like,
Nobody.
like no one wants to go through that. So Make sure you got everything that you need when it comes to your documentation. Make sure you are hiding that security stuff. Whether I don't care whether it's solo or not. I don't care whether you're staying on a resort or not. I do not play when it comes to the security. I don't care how many people I'm with. I am bringing everything. Well, no, depending on how many people I with, we taking you down. Period. No, let me say that.
Listen, nothing you buck.
We taking your you, okay?
Exactly.
But yeah, that's all I would throw in to end off the before we go. Anything you wanted to add in there?
No, that's really good. I'm on my head. I was like, where did we hide ourselves? Because I know when we were doing that, I forgot. I think I don't know. We hit it like.
Listen, you was like, here, hide mines, please. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't play that, y'all. Not at all.
Yeah, that's really, really good stuff. I'm still thinking about knucking and bucking. Yeah, because next time we going to jump into a different part of the topic where, hey, kicking it.
Hey.
We're going to jump into talking about, and this is also before you go. This is just a little cliffhanger for you guys. Who are you bringing on this trip?
That's important.
That is very, 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 very important when it comes to the dynamic and everything like that. But we are going to like really, really deep dive into that because, you know, it's one thing to just, and I was actually telling one of my employees, because they were like, they've never been out the country before. They've never been on like a real vacation before. And they're like, yeah, I'm going with this person. I'm like, don't you always say that y'all get into it? And I'm like, yeah, but it's going to be cool because this is there. I'm like,
yeah,
you might want to rethink that, especially being out of the country. You know, when you're doing that, in the country is bad enough too, but out of the country, you think?
Yeah, because you ain't got time. If y'all argue or something, who going down this side of this?
Yeah, you need your the tribe and the right whatever. But we are,
and it's okay if you travel with everybody. I literally have a group of people that I travel with, and it's been a very long time since I've added someone new to that list. And I don't care how much you love them, you have to know their personality, and you have to know everyone's personality that is also going on that trip. And if you know that one person personality won't mesh with the other 8, they can't come.
No.
It's okay if they can't come. And if they don't understand it, it's already a problem within, sis.
Right.
You need to work on, which is why you can't come.
They can't.
I still love you.
Yeah.
But a person that I can only travel with by myself, or maybe with one other person or 2 other people.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you one thing about energies. I don't care whatever, but everyone has their own mood, energies, all that stuff like that. So it's like and people when they go on vacation, it's different, especially if they haven't experienced it or never like been somewhere before, and they act like they never been somewhere. You better act like don't get me caught up in these streets.
And everyone that knows me, one of my biggest pet peeves, and I will mess around and not mess with you no more. Embarrassing me is not an option. When I tell you, embarrassing me is not an option, and that's just not out of the country. I don't care if we go to a restaurant. I don't care if it's with it. Listen, embarrassing me, y'all. I don't play that. It's not what you do, it's how you do it, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And I'm real big on that. And even if you got service that wasn't okay, don't sit here and cuss these people out. Guess what?
Yeah.
This wasn't good, and you just not gonna get my business no more. I'm not about to be like it. I'm too grown for that. And you're not about to do none of that rah over here. You're not about to unnecessarily put me in a situation that was unnecessary. No,
you don't care about your safety, and you definitely don't care about my safety either, because you don't know what's going to pop off. That employee that you just went off of might be like, you know what, I was going to shoot up the joint later anyway, but I'm gonna do it now, and then act a fool or call whoever and Pookie and them to come. No, it's not. Listen, and they waiting outside for you.
Yeah,
you never know. You never know what people are going through.
Yeah. And I don't have time to unnecessarily prove how bad I am. If you want to find out, you can find out. However, I am not about to, it's just unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
So we were supposed to break it down about giving you tips and tricks before you go, while you're at the airport, while you're on the flight, when you get to your destination, and then general travel hacks. However, it was so much. You guys was engaging a lot with us, and we only discussed before you go. But I think that we gave you guys a lot of tips and tricks, especially when it comes to like everything before you go, booking, what you should do, things like that. So we are going to do a part 2 and get more into the nitty gritty of, you know, other things.
Yeah. And to be honest, a lot of the bulk of the stuff is before you go because that's the root of the trip. Like
the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, because once you get there, you've done all your stuff already. You've done this, whatever. Now it's just time to chill and do what you're supposed to do.
Keep your feet up.
Yeah, put your feet up. So yeah, the bulk of it was going to be before you go because that is so important and finding the great deals and doing this and making sure that you find the right destination for you. So that's really, 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 really important. So that is the bulk of it. But we got part 2 coming. Got part 2? Yeah. Hey, girl. Hey. So we got part 2 coming with that, and we really enjoy this a lot because it's something that we love doing anyway. Love. Again, check out our travel blogs to Colombia. Trust me, and Colombia is a place that you should visit. But definitely check out our travel blogs to Colombia, Jamaica. We have a bunch of them, and more to come.
Canada, Mexico. We got quite a bit on there.
Yes. So make sure you do that. We appreciate y'all. Please make sure you guys give us a big thumbs up if you're still watching. We appreciate you. If you're re-watching, thank you for coming back to the live support with us. Appreciate you. Give us a thumbs up as well. And if you want to comment below, go ahead and comment below. That is all good with us.
And a lot of people that's in here, not to cut you off, Lisa.
Oh, yeah, go on.
A lot of people that's in here are YouTubers. Yes. So feel free to check out each other page and support.
Yeah.
Other. We want to build this community and be able to help everyone and help each other. So be sure to check out everybody else. Every Friday, 6:30. You know where to see. You know where we be.
Right here. We appreciate you. We love your support. Y'all have a good night, y'all, and a good weekend. Bye.